What is up, YouTube? I just came up with a video idea, just kind of out of nowhere. Just woke up. It's 3 in the morning. Um, but I wanted to talk about something that, with Marvel's rivals kind of taking the center stage in kind of the Overwatch community discourse, stuff like that. I just wanted to bring up this idea. Um, about, the tank player pool and how can Overwatch get to a better place? How can we, you know, how can the game continue to evolve? And I think it goes back to just tank players and the amount of tank players. So, just to give up an example, so support currently, um, top 500 on support. The minimum is Masters 3. On damage, the minimum is Masters 3 as well. Um, and to me, this is simply because there are most likely less players because of Marvel's rivals. Um, because I think maybe in the last, like, let's go season 13, minimum was probably, yeah, Masters 1. So I'm going to say, like, just for now, we're in a lull stage. But Masters 1 um, is around like 3.94K, and that's basically top 500. And that's just because of player pools and how the rank system is working right now. But if you go to tank, and you check out what the minimum elo of a tank player is right now, it's currently Masters 5, which is a 2 rank difference in players. So if there is, so I got a little notepad out here. So basically, the way I'm seeing this uh, come out is because since there's lower players in the tank pool, you're going to have more variance in matches, meaning that basically the difference in skill from tank to tank is going to be completely different. So, like, irregardless of how each team is, the tank players on each team are going to be wildly differently skilled based on each team, which can lead to more less balanced ranked games, um, which can lead to just like not feeling good in general. But also because the there's less balance in the queuing system, this could also mean that there's an unbalanced game, um, unbalanced matches, but also that players who are better, um, it doesn't players that are better will go extremely high, and players that are slightly worse will go extremely low. But since there is because there's more variance, basically like the difference between a Masters 5 player and a Masters 3 player are like almost non-existent because if you say you're like 10% better than the majority of Masters 5 player, you're going to raise up extremely high because there's less players just in general. So, and this is a problem for all ranks, not just top 500, of course, but this is just to show that we actually have like an actual data point to show that there is there's more variance, which leads to less balanced games, less fun games, and this is a problem, right? So how can we solve that? Well, I think I think Hazard was a good addition, but I think that the problem is the format itself just allows for, like, I don't know if 6v6 can solve this problem, and honestly it's not. It's just that the role itself is not fun, um because of how characters currently exist. Yeah, I think maybe it's just not. Maybe it's a problem of simple um optics, where basically just like players don't want to play tank because it's either tank is going to be just better DPS or something else, or just not fun to play, right? So it's just I don't know how we solve this problem, but it is definitely an issue. Like if I can just show you an example, of a game. Like, okay, so let's think about this variance wise. So currently, I'm just kind of like chilling on this account. I'm just trying to play Reinhardt, and if I go to what account was I playing on? I, I don't think I was playing. I was playing on my bystander account. I'm Masters 3 on the bystander account, and and the games in Masters 3 are significantly easier than my current Diamond games, which is weird. I don't know if it's just like a factor of players trying to hit top 500 or something like that, or maybe it's just like rank inflation. I'm not too sure. But like if I show for example like this game, like me and this tank player are basically just 1v9ing the rest of the lobby. Like we might be equally matched in skill. Like we will be equally matched in skill, but since me being, let's say I'm Diamond 1 as a tank, equivalently in the pool, I'm like Masters 4 compared to a DPS player who's Diamond 1. If you get what I'm saying, because they're like 2 ranks ahead. So basically, you have 2 Masters tanks in a lobby with Diamond players, and then so like it just depends on uh just like the 2 tank players RNG doing their thing and winning, or it's just like one one team knows how to play slightly better with the other tank. Like it's literally like it's because it's not even that tank is necessarily the most impactful role. I still have the belief that heal support is still the most impactful role in the game from micro to macro. Like if you just look at Brig Juno comps, look at Lucio Curie comps, it's just supports are the reason that characters are broken, right? Because they are the backbone of all compositions. If you look at goats, the amount of sustain was only possible because how powerful Brig was, how powerful Baptiste was, how powerful Speed Boost was, how powerful Zen was with Discord. Like all these characters are problematic in a way, right? So, and also some of the designs are kind of cooked, but I don't know if that's like really I don't think I have the brain power at 3 a.m. to kind of just like figure out how to make more players play tank. It's just that the word itself, um, just kind of it's not. It's either they need to change the optics to just force people to think, oh, I'm not playing tank, I'm playing a different role or something. Um, but it's also just like there are things in the game as a singular tank that fuck up um your playstyle as a tank. That other DPS and other things don't have because tanks have inherent weaknesses. Like for example, um, on Reinhardt, distance is the main thing that is your weakness, along with yeah, just distance mostly, right? You can't just jump on a Widowmaker, for example, right? And or let's say shield break and other things that like focus the Reinhardt, like Zen Discord, Bastion, Reaper. Like these are common things that just like plat players just like they just die to. You know what I mean? Like things like that, and then that just turns people off to the role. Um, I think it's also like an education thing. There's nobody who's like coaching or actively making people want to play tank. Just because the discourse around it is so ass. You can kind of blame content creators for that, and I think of content creators as kind of like the media personalities in Overwatch, where it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna talk shit and then not come up with any solutions or try to. Like they just don't think they have any power at all, which is not true because they interact with player perception. So if you just change how the way media interacts, maybe people actually like playing the game. Um, like maybe I'll make a video on that, like why I love Overwatch personally, and maybe that'll be something I can do later. But I mean, I'll just show off this game, um, where it's just like, not to mention Hazard is like completely disgusting. I don't know why they're not hotfix nerfing this character, just reducing his slash damage. Like, do you know how easy it would be to just reduce his slash damage reduce how much his right click is like just tune down the defense matrix. It's really not that hard. That way you actually have to have timing and shit. Like it's not that difficult. Um, I think his wall is completely balanced. Maybe they reduce the HP of it, and I wouldn't even completely turbo like discuss the character. Maybe they just reduce wall HP. You can reduce wall HP, reduce defense matrix, and keep the damage on slash. But honestly, slash just does too much fucking damage and shouldn't go through shields. I think that's maybe you should go through shields. I don't think it should go through shields though. Just to balance it out. Sorry, I have calluses that I'm picking at. But I was just playing Ram, just like chilling. I'm just like, first off, like also, Ramatra's E is completely the most useless ability in the entire fucking game. It's only useful against certain things. It doesn't even stop anything. Like if I E you with my 12-second cooldown, you shouldn't be able to fucking move. You shouldn't be able to use your shift ability just to get out of it. Like like I just didn't even like I literally just walked up and two of the people on my team were dead. Like not to mention my Ana didn't even choose a character. Like I'm already set up for failure, but I guess you can kind of just count that as a team fight that doesn't mean anything. But like in this team fight, I don't even do anything necessarily terrible. Like I even bait him to die, but it doesn't do anything. And then we still come back. They just need to reduce the defense matrix fucking bullshit ability. Like my team is just dead. Maybe it's because Hazard's just completely busted. And they still haven't hotfix nerfed him. I don't know. But like, I was just feeling the variance in this game the entire time. I was like, okay, I just have no power to do anything. Like, if the game thinks that I should win these games, I don't know what they're doing. Like this guy, the Ash is so he didn't even turn around. My team spawn camps. This is like a macro decision. I don't know why I'm wearing Cole's nothing here. Like, and they have ult advantage. Like I can do what I want to do, but it's not like why did my Hanzo ult? I already killed 3 people. Like it doesn't make any sense. And we have an ult advantage, and I'm pretty sure we lose this team fight. Like what's the decision making on my Ana here? What's the decision making on my Hanzo here? Interesting. Also, we're playing Hanzo, the least impactful character in the universe. Why did my Ana walk up instead of just playing? I guess she wanted to heal me, but she just should have just forgot about me. Like, just this game is lost. Like on actual, the game is lost just from the player selection. And I don't know. Like, I know it's so annoying because how I can just play Masters 3 games on one account and not have a single issue whatsoever. Literally, these games are so. Actually, I'm just going to go to these games. I'm going to show you how easy these games are in Masters 3. And then in Diamond 1, these games are nearly impossible to win. I don't even know if it's just ranked variance on my part, or it's just like, hey, you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to do anything in this game just because of RNG, right? But isn't the whole point of ranked? Isn't the whole point of formats? Isn't the whole point of our system in this game to reduce the amount of variance? Like we have changed the rank system 4 fucking times, and there's still too much variance. Look, I'm just gonna show you. I'm Masters 3. I played only fucking Reinhardt. I've won like infinite. I've won 5 games in a row in Masters 3, and they weren't close whatsoever. Like, I'll just show you this Rune Sabi one good. Like I'll just show you this Rune Sabi map. Masters game, mid Masters game. I'm on the same level as my DPS and everything. So like my DPS are significantly better than me skill wise compared to the rank system. Here, we'll just 2 times this. Like I don't understand how the game can be so different from rank to rank. Like if you just look at what's going on, like the game is push-pull. And the thing is, I'm not even like sweating. That's the craziest part. I'm literally like trolling. Like these pins are bad. All of these pins are terrible. I'm literally just running it down. I think I had like 15 deaths. But the thing is, because of rank inflation and because of the tank pool inflation, I can run it down in Masters 3 and it doesn't fucking matter because my DPS are so fucking good. I just have to do somewhat brain dead smart things. And I literally just have to make space as a tank would. Like, bro, I'm literally just pinning the point. But we trade. Like, and the thing is, the whole game, like, I was getting flamed too. But it doesn't matter what I do because I'm mildly doing stuff. And then I know how to play the character. But in Diamond 1, I can't win a single fucking game on a character. Because of tank inflation. Like, in these lower ranks, the better team, like, I don't even know, I try to remember, I think I remember a stat or something where it's just like, better characters perform better and higher, like, good characters perform better and higher than they do in low yield. Like, for example, like, Brig had, like, a low win rate and, like, Plat and below or something like that. But in Diamond and Masters, she has, like, an incredible win rate or something. And it's just because people know how to play around things. And they know how to go with the flow more in higher ranks. Right? So you can't do the same shit you're doing in Masters that you're doing in Diamond, and people don't follow up on it. So all of a sudden you have to change your playstyle to match the rank, which is not how it should work. Does that even make sense? Like that? I guess it does. That you have to play down to your opponent, like just for the ranks. Like the rank system is so shit that you have to play down your opponent because of how much variance there is. Like this Rakis guy and me are the worst players in the lobby, elo wise, because of rank inflation. My masters 3 DPS are higher skill level equivalent than a masters 3 tank because of rank inflation. If you get what I'm saying. But in Diamond 1, me being a Diamond 1 tank is not the same. Diamond 1 tank is almost equivalent to top 500. So basically, in Diamond, below Diamond, the games are significantly harder on a tank portion than they are in higher elo, which is not how it should work at all. It should be equal in everything, basically, right? Where my tank is as good as me on my role, right? But because of player pools, it's not. It doesn't work that way. So just like from the dynamic to Diamond to Masters, the skill level curve changes. I don't know how you solve that, but I'm just saying this is definitely a problem. I think I'm gonna think I'm gonna end the video here. But I just wanted to talk about this. I just thought it was an interesting dynamic to bring up. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna play ranked and just kind of gonna play like I need the hard carry. Maybe I can get out of this and then get to Masters and kind of coast for a little bit. I just want to hit top 500 on tank this season. Um, and then because the player curve, the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna hit the amount of difficulty, diamond difficulty, masters, GM, GM1, and then we get to equivalency where GM1 tanks, GM1 DPSs are equivalent, and then you have ultimate, of course. But basically, I'm in the dip of player inefficiency where I need to play my best, and then I don't need to play the best, and the thing is, it also affects your mental too. Like you actually can play worse at higher elos, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, this game is fucked. Still love it though. Um, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Follow the Twitch, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.